This is to the Gen Zs and millennials, my comrades, my friends. I want to let you know that we have to take the mantle. You have to take the game to the end. We have to play this game wisely. We have to be very wise because at the end of the day, look at these guys. If we stay online talking, and then at the same time when we are online on that app, you say the X or what, yeah, WhatsApp or TikTok or YouTube, once you are there, I want us to also talk about now what is the next plan. Let's say today Ruto is not in power and is members of parliament. No one there. Now we have a new cabinet. We have a new leadership. Now what is the plan? What do you think that we miss as young people? To be heard? Is that the only problems that we have? Now we don't have a leader who listens to us. So we need, at the end of the day, because we've been talking about the bills or life expectancy going high, economy deterioration and stuff. Now from here henceforth, we need to ask yourself, now, what do we really want and how can we get it? You understand? Because at the end of the day, you realize that in this country nowadays, in this world, now we have made the world like a global village. You see, we have what we used to learn in primary school. Now it is there. Like technology has succeeded in making this world a global village. If when I talk right now, any other person from any other country can hear me. You see, can listen to, can interpret what I'm talking about, can hear me. You see, now from your comfort zone, you can watch this video. But the thing that we need to ask ourselves now, okay, we have succeeded. The finance bill 2024 is nullified. Now, what are we supposed to do from here? What exactly do we want? Leadership is the only problem, or we have other problems that we need to solve down here? Yes, Ruto, we don't want this guy. He has messed up the country. They have been messing up the country. Now, he marks the end of leadership, of dictatorship kind of leadership. You see? Now, okay, now from here henceforth, what do you think that we want? Number one, I want to ask you, yes, we are the Gen Zs. Tunapenda watching videos, everything is done online, communication, transactions and everything. Okay, now, all these things are managed by Google Play. Google Play has a big role in these countries. Now the question is, what if Google do something silly that we will no longer access the online business? Now, who do we call ourselves? Who will we be? Now, Google or YouTube certainly say, okay, we are not going to work any longer with Kenya. Now, like Russia, now TikTok say, no, we have removed any social media marketing or what from Kenya. It is lifted, it's no longer there. Or any other Kenyan will not access the online platform. So what are we going to do? Who are we going to be? So when you are on those platforms talking, I want us to ask yourself, what do we really want and how can we achieve it? Because you see, English is not the measure of intelligence. That's what you need to understand. And at the same time, you have learned this, that Ruto being the doctor, being the political scientist, being learned, the most learned president in Africa. But you see what he has done. So what does that teach you? Yeah, as a young person, what does that teach you? So we need to a little bit look at what can we do from here henceforth. You see, because now if you start measuring the leadership with how eloquent or how fluent you can speak English or how many degrees that you have, you realize at the end of the day, Kenya cannot be successful by being led by a person with a great intelligence in terms of the degrees and the papers that they have in their pockets, on their portfolio. So we need to ask ourselves, what do we really want and how can we get it? And the same thing, we need to understand that we have people who have contributed to find this Kenya the position that it is right now. So we have people who have made this technology be easier to us to access and to have this kind of intelligence, to have this kind of platform that we can express ourselves. We have people who died for this. Yes. Now the question is, from here henceforth, and again, something I want you to understand is that the US has the investment in Kenya. Most of the young people right now are employed by the NGOs, and others are even sponsored in their studies by the NGOs. Who are the owners of the NGOs? Ask the question. The second person, you need to know that these roads unasema zimeng'ara. Who is responsible in building those roads? You realize the Chinese have participated. Who is the owner of TikTok? Who is the owner of YouTube? Who is the owner of Google? All these platforms, we need to understand they are partners to this country. Yeah. Now, the question we need to ask ourselves is that what can we do so that we can cooperate with people who have participated to find us this position? How can we work with them, and how can we achieve a successful leadership in Kenya? You understand? The second thing you need to understand is that it is not going to be easier. Yeah? It's not going to be easier as we think. So we need to have a strategy. Mwenye anaingia huko ndani, tusikae hivi tuseme akifika huko things will be easier. You are thinking in like a, in a small, it's a small area like Nairobi, like Nairobi, we have Mathare, we have Kibra, we have Lang'ata, we have Lavington, and that's how we are thinking now. Nairobi. What about Migori? What about Kisii? What about Western? What about Turkana? What about Lodwar? What about Mandera? What about those other remote places? How will you reach there? What can you do if you are the president today? So having asked yourself that question, that we can have a position to begin from as young people, as the Gen Zs and the millennials, to put this country in the position that will support progress. And at the end of the day, if we are not going to be very careful, the intruders, let me call them intruders, will come. And when they come, they will soothe our feeling. They will calm our feeling. And then we will think that now they have come to help us. And the help that they have come to help us is to take our land. You understand? And when land is taken, my friend, you are a slave. That is what you need to know. So let us be very careful what we are discussing in the social media platforms and how we are ready to take this mantle, and how we are supposed to handle it to the end of it. So let us consider that one. Thank you for watching.